Hello, this is the Open Road, and my name's Chris.
And I'm Hunter.
And today we're going to review the 2016 Chevy Impala. Hi, welcome to the Open Road, and today we're going to review the Chevy Impala 2016 LTZ2, right?
2 LTZ, yeah.
Yep. So let's just start with the interior right now. So the interior for this car is a fully loaded vehicle, but what we have here is the brown leather. This is actually a very nice color, honestly. It matches the door and the black leather, and I got the heated and ventilated seats. Since the colder weather, I'm actually just using the heated seats. But honestly, it's a great vehicle for the interior. Like, for the price and the value, you're getting interiors that they look very nice, and the materials are soft wherever you touch them. Push to start. We have this cool feature at the radio. When you click a button, you can hide stuff in that compartment so no one steals it. A lot of people don't know about it. We have a nice climate control system, 2-zone in the front, a beautiful display up here, and a center display in the middle.
You also, as a driver, you would want, like, these hands, like dials, controls are placed perfectly for your hands. I know it is a big thing, it's also a small thing at the same time, but it's something like if it's way over here, it's going to be uncomfortable kind of do it. And they also have some in the back to control the channels and the volume, so I think that's a pretty cool in the back instead of in the front. They're kind of hidden. It makes it more nice, and just the only thing that I would kind of critique on the interior that doesn't fit it is the steering wheel. It's kind of an ugly steering wheel if you go in it. Like the design of it, but that's just my opinion. So yeah.
Yeah, you can also get a heated steering wheel for your hands.
Yep.
And this comes with the car. I'm pretty sure it comes with active cruise control.
Yeah, it has active cruise control. It also has blind spot monitoring on the mirrors
and lane departure.
Yeah,
but it's not active. It'll tell you, but it won't obviously correct you. On some cars, it does correct you. On newer cars, but on this vehicle, it just tells you on the display, and it warns you of a sound that you're moving out of the lane. Also, we're just going to talk about the engine. This car is equipped with a 3.7 liter engine. They use this engine in the Camaros and a lot through the Chevy range. But as you can see, like, the engine has a 305 horsepower, and this car is pretty quick for its power range. It's pretty quick for an older person. Usually this car's for the older crowd.
It is, but obviously you're not going to buy this car if you're a single, like, if you're single and you're 20, you want a faster car. This car is not even faster, like a smaller compact vehicle. This car is pretty big. It can fit 5 average size adults.
Oh, even more.
Yeah,
like
3 in the back.
The back
3 in the back, 2 in the front. It's very comfortable. It's just a very big car. The trunk's huge.
Yeah, very large.
You don't even have to put down the seats, which the seats can go down to make the trunk even longer if you want to put lumber in it, something like that, like longer items.
Like golf
clubs, lumber, anything that you want, it'll go down. But even if that is up, the trunk is still so spacious. It's just unbelievable how much fit in this car.
Yeah. Also got the memory seats for the drivers, so you can fit up to 2 drivers in that. So obviously, if you have your wife driving the vehicle, she can sit closer and put number 2, and you can reserve yours as number 1.
Yep.
You also have voice command. We got HD radio for how long they give the dealerships?
I think it's 3 or 6 months that it's a free trial if you buy the new car. Then you obviously have to subscribe for the yearly basis afterwards.
The vehicle also is front wheel drive. It can't, for some reason in this category, it doesn't come equipped with all wheel drive. I would give that a downside. To compete with its category, you've got the Toyota Avalon. This car overall, I personally think it's a nicer looking than the Avalon. It's more sporty looking exterior, and in the interior has a nicer interior personally. But I think one downside some consumers would say if they live in a more area that snows a lot more is that it doesn't come with all wheel drive. But that is one downside. It's not bad in the snow. Not to say it's a horrible car in the snow, but all-wheel drive would be a plus for the vehicle.
Yeah, definitely. And then now, next we're going to talk about the layout of the vehicle. This car came out in 2014 as a 2014 model year, so it replaced that boring old Chevy Impala from 2007, I believe. That really ugly car that really nobody wanted as a Chevy Impala, but that was their flagship sedan, and it was just totally ugly. But now this car, it shines. It has a nice look to it. It's very edgy. It's a very, very styling car. It has nice lines, almost like a Cadillac kind of lines. But
kind of sounds like a Camaro. You know what I mean?
yeah, it has
the front.
Yeah, and you know, the Malibu followed after this, and now the Chevy Traverse and the Equinox that were announced that were shown actually at the
Detroit Auto Show.
Yeah, 2017 Auto Show this January. They followed this design, so this was like the new refreshed GM lineup design.
Yeah, that's what Chevy's going to be going for a couple of years. This kind of almost started the look of this vehicle, of this type of design, of the more edgy design. Also, we're talking about this car is based on the Cadillac XTS. For the next vehicle, next Impala will be based on the new ATS CTS Camaro platform. I think it's called the Alpha platform. But unfortunately, they had to start it on the XTS platform, which I don't say it's the best platform, but it does the job for a car like this. But it would really be a thumbs up to get a ATS or CTS platform on this vehicle, because, for example, we're going around a turn right now. It's not the most agile car. It shouldn't be for a car this big, obviously. Yeah. But if they did include the Alpha platform on this vehicle, it would ride a lot better. Not ride a lot better, but go through turns a lot better. If you know what I mean. Like, it'll be a little more agile in the steering and everything. But for a car of this size and category, it could be to a Toyota Avalon. Toyota Avalon's nowhere near as sporty as this, and overall, this car drives great for what it is. I'm just saying the platform is slightly outdated, but they really make the car look good for it.
And this car, going along with the platform that it rides on right now, the Cadillac XTS, if you were going to compare an XTS to this car, the XTS it was not a good car in one bit for Cadillac. That's why they made the CT6 now.
Yeah.
So if you were really going to compare the two, the Cadillac XTS and the Chevrolet Impala, you know, Cadillac is obviously a better brand than Chevy. It's meant for that. But in all honesty, I would go with the Chevy Impala because it's cheaper, and if they ride on the same platform. So if you're trying to go for, I know maybe the look's different, the interior's different a little bit. It just has a different dash and obviously the leather and stuff.
This vehicle probably will come with more technology too, because it's a newer vehicle than XTS.
For the price, you can't beat the price for this car.
Yeah,
you can't. And honestly, the price ranges from this American to $23,000 to $41,000. So this one, if you wanted to get it on whatever color combo and all the gadgets that's on this car, technology, it would cost $41,000 American. So that's a bargain pretty much.
For a car like this, yeah. Honestly, if you look at any other car, like the interior of this vehicle, you can compete it with a lower end Audi, BMW.
Yeah.
Sure, it may not compete in that category, but the way it looks and the way it's built, it's honestly a great interior for the vehicle.
Yeah.
And you come with a lot of options. A lot of cars don't come with in this class. Also, let's talk about the exterior design, if we haven't covered that already, but let's talk about it slightly. It has beautiful sweeping lines through the doors. The front looks like it can cut through the wind. It's very agile looking. It's almost like, every time I say it looks like a sports car.
Yeah.
It doesn't handle like one, but it looks like one, and it looks really great driving on the road. Chevy did obviously try ordering this to the younger crowd. It worked a little, but it's still meant for the older driver.
Like
but it looks great. Amazing car.
You know, the gas mileage isn't that bad. It's just under, or it's 12. On this vehicle that we've gone through, it's about 12 liters per 100 kilometers. If you were Canadian, so if you ever want to do that, but it's okay. It's nothing special, but you're not going to get that from a big car. Maybe
obviously
not this yet, but maybe in the future. But
obviously, if you're looking for a more fuel efficient version of this vehicle, I suggest you get the 2 liter.
Yeah,
that will help you in fuel economy. But I really do suggest the 3.7. You get some power out of it on the highway. You have some passing power. It suits this vehicle more than the 2 liter.
Yeah, and you know, it's used in the Camaro, so the Camaro obviously is way heavier than a Camaro, but it still has that power if you need it. Not a ton, but it has, if you need to pass somebody on a fly, like 2-lane road, you got it.
Yeah, for sure gets the job done for this vehicle a lot better than the 2 liter would. The transmission, honestly, you really don't feel the shifts in the vehicle. No. Seamless shifting.
The manual thing is kind of.
You can put it in manual mode, but you really, in this vehicle, you're not going to put it in manual mode. It's a big car, nowhere near to get sport driving out of it. It's just a nice car. You go on the highway, take long trips in it, anywhere. You got to drive from like Florida or somewhere far.
Toronto if you wanted to.
Yep.
It just goes.
Nice. It eats up the kilometers.
Very smooth.
Yeah, it really eats up the kilometers without you noticing it. Very comfortable. I'm 6'2". I can put a 6'2" passenger behind me and they'll be comfortable. It really does fit the American buyer for sure.
Yeah.
If you're larger too, these seats have very wide bolsters.
Definitely fitted for the crowd. And,
a larger crowd.
I would think so. Conclusion of the Chevrolet Impala. We believe that this car fits well in the target market that it goes to and what it competes with. It competes with the Chrysler 300, the Toyota Avalon, and the Ford Taurus.
Yep. So in comparison to those vehicles like the Ford Taurus may have the SHO version, which is faster in this car. But overall, the overall vehicle in comparison, this car is a nicer interior and nicer exterior because the Ford Taurus is almost 10 years old. It's a dated vehicle.
Very dated.
The Chrysler 300 is also a dated vehicle made on a chassis from a Mercedes in the 90s. I don't think the Chrysler 300 is a very good car anymore. It's dated also. A lot of cars in these class are dated because the vehicles in this class don't sell as well.
Yeah,
But
they don't sell, but they sell enough.
That Chevy is willing
Yeah.
to put some money and
They
make
have
them.
to have a flagship every company.
So overall, out of all three competition, I would pick the Chevy Impala because of its nice exterior styling. It has a 3.7 liter pretty powerful V6 for this vehicle, and its overall very nice interior.
Me as well. It has the perfect blend of luxury and sportiness into this car.
Yep. So thanks for watching our videos. Just hit subscribe in the open road and hit a like.